I have an addiction to social media. Yeah, and today I'm gonna talk about social media and the three problems it's gonna pose me and to anybody who has an addiction to social media in the future, not so long from now. Hello everyone, you're watching OnMartis. My name is Alipur and today we'll be talking about social media and the three problems that it has for us when we use it and get addicted to it. For example, me, I spend 4 to 6 hours behind the computer, I don't know, watching YouTube videos or even doing work. I don't know, just watching this class, watching this course, yeah, or typing something. But I spend 4 to 6 hours there and my mind constantly gets, cannot focus. I'm in the middle of working really seriously and then suddenly my mind says, go watch a YouTube video or go see that thing on Instagram. Yeah, it's like that. And for my phone, I use it 2 to 3 hours a day. I'm also listening to music, but I do use phone to get on YouTube Shorts because it's better on a phone, and also Pinterest because it's still better on phone. So that rounds up to about 6 or 8 hours of social media, which I was supposed to be working and using my precious time. And I'm sure you, the viewer, probably have the same problem, but not just me who just uses a computer or a phone. You might also have an addiction to your tablet or your Instagram. Yeah, it's like that. I don't have Instagram, but yeah. But my mind rarely goes towards a book. Like, I have lots of books. For example, I bought this book a year ago and I was supposed to read it in this year. I haven't even touched it, except now that I'm filming this video. Yeah, I haven't even touched it. Because my mind, whenever I go towards it, I only read a few pages and then say, hey, this is too complex, this is boring. Go watch a YouTube video, it's more fun. Yeah. So if someone were to come to me and say, you have a 1 hour challenge to stay in a room, which one would you choose? Your phone to entertain yourself or a book? I would definitely go with a phone with a free Wi-Fi, okay? Or a computer with free Wi-Fi. So, the first problem the social media has to us is jealousy. If you watch the animated movie, The Mitchells vs. the Machines, you would know what I'm talking about. The whole point of the movie was around this, to thinking that your life was imperfect because you were seeing the perfect moments, the perfect snap, the perfect timing of other people at the perfect moments of their time in Instagram, and you think, wow, they're having lots of fun, but nobody is posting that bad moments when they're arguing with their friends, or when something gets ruined when they're cooking, or how bad their sound, how their music sound actually is without those auto-tune devices and things like that. No one's gonna post that, and if you go post those with your think you can do the same, your thing is gonna turn out something really bad that you will be totally ashamed to upload on Instagram or YouTube, and that form of jealousy begins in you. This is the same when the Mitchell's family's mom was watching the Instagram page of their family, of their neighbors, and they had they had their perfect moments all stored in their Instagram account when they were doing yoga together, how strong their dog is, how they read books together, how they play this game together. And she says, my family is completely arguing all the time. And what? Yeah, really, what? That source of jealousy has started in her. And she tries to fix it. She tries to make her life like them, like her family's life like them, or at least perfect in her own brain, in her own mind. But it doesn't. It turns into total chaos. But at the end of the movie, we understand that even though your life might be imperfect compared to someone else's life, your life is still precious to you and can be perfect if you look at it in the right way. Look at it at another angle. Yeah, do that. Number 2 is, this one's something that I have the most problem with, echo chambers, or these prisons in your brain. So if you watch a video talking about Android versus iPhone, and it says how Android is better than iPhone, let's say I do this on YouTube. YouTube and Active AI algorithm will learn about that now I love Android more than iPhone. So it tends to not show anything positive about iOS or iPhone, but showing the most positive things you can find about Android to make this personalized explore page to keep you the most on the page, so it can make the most money out of your new data already always coming. It's never ending. Every time you click on a video, okay, you keep your, I don't know, yeah, you like an Instagram image, you like a video, you subscribe it. That is data, and it's gathering those data to make this really personalized explore page to keep you the most on their page, on their app, okay? So that's the second problem. And if I might be also following Xiaomi, Samsung, or other phone companies that are, making Android smartphones, and I say no Apple, always Android, and I follow those accounts, I like them, but if I see a single post from Apple or a person who loves iOS and says Android is bad, I will report it or I will send it packing. Yeah, that's the whole thing about me and probably a lot of you, but it just not just be Android versus iPhone. It might be Windows versus Mac OS, or it might be this type of clothes versus this type of clothes, this shoe versus this shoe, this book versus this book, or this phone versus this phone. It's all in our brains, and these are prisons that we tend to not get out of. So I'll probably never go buy an iPhone, yeah, because with that prison formed in my brain. I love the people who are in that prison with me, but if someone comes from the outside and starts talking to me how good is iPhone, I'm gonna send him packing again. Because I don't like his opinions. I am unbearable to him. Yeah, that's right. Number 3 is negativity. Our brain has this, saying that to go towards the more negative rather than the more positive. So if I see 2 titles, one is a negative one, that this many people died in this place, and another one that this new company just came up, support it, it's a positive thing, and that's a negative thing. The negative one has a higher chance of getting clicked on, or it even has a higher chance of me reading it all to find out what happened, but I will never go on, it's personally me, I will never go and read about that company because it doesn't interest me. But that might interest me because it's a negative news and title, okay? If you look at yourself watching news, just think about it. Which news interests you the most? The one with negative titles and negative outcomes definitely interests you more than the one with positive titles and outcome. And there might be a small portion of people on the planet who might their brains are probably programmed or wired like that, but most people like me our brains are wired like that to go towards the more negative rather than the more positive. So I'm saying something to myself. Get this thing away from you for a few minutes, I don't know, 20 minutes, something, for a few days, and go around, watch, turn off that computer, shut it down completely, and go around in nature, in the jungle. You can go cycling, rocket, you can go cycling, you can go do anything. Just put that away and just focus on your own life, not other people's life, not what's happening on the other side of the world that is gonna make your brain go negative, okay? Think positively and put that away. Go read the wonders of a book. I personally love these books and they helped a lot when I was trying to quit phones for a day. I stray every time on the ground. I'm gonna have to check them to see if they're okay. That's all I wanted to tell you for today. Last but not least, goodbye. Don't forget to share and subscribe, like and too. Bye bye.